Welcome to another episode of My Awesome Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Salim, and this is Mike. Mike, you had a video for us?
Yeah, I do.
Fahrenheit is a better measurement than Celsius.
It's so much better. It's drastically
It's
better.
so much better.
The scaling just doesn't make sense in Celsius.
Do you want to know why it makes even more sense than Celsius?
Why?
The Fahrenheit measurement scale is basically on a 1 to 100 scale, right?
0 to 100?
0
yeah.
to 100 scale. If it's 70 degrees, it's 70% hot. If it's 30 degrees, it's 30% hot. If it's over 100 degrees, it's too hot. If it's below 0 degrees, it's way too cold.
What are these two blithering
Okay.
on about? The Fahrenheit scale is literally the worst. And it's just
Okay, so I kind of agree.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna say everything that they just said is wrong.
Okay.
Wait, why would you agree?
Because I feel like Fahrenheit is like the only like American system that kind of works or makes sense.
No, I think that's just because you're used to it.
Mm.
Okay, like what temperature in Fahrenheit does water freeze?
32.
Okay.
Yes.
And what temperature does water boil at?
At 100.
No.
Okay. Wait, hold on. At like 95. Wait.
No,
wait.
95.
Sorry, I know this. Hold on. I'm just for watching all that.
There would be no lakes.
Yeah.
No, it's 212 degrees.
Okay. Oh, I knew that.
Okay, isn't that
Yeah,
just two weird arbitrary numbers?
Well, it is, but I don't know. It kind of makes whatever. Okay, go ahead. I
Well-
feel like it makes sense.
I mean, I think it only makes sense because you're used to it. Like if
Yeah.
somebody tells me, "Oh, it's whatever, 25 degrees Celsius," I have no idea what
Yeah, I
that
don't know
really
what that
means.
means.
I'd have to look and translate it into Fahrenheit.
Right.
But that's just because I grew up with Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
So, do you know what temperature water freezes at in Celsius?
Probably 0.
Yeah. And then you know what temperature water boils at in
Yeah,
Celsius?
100.
Yeah. You see how
Okay.
easy
Wait.
that is?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Maybe. Okay. Hold on. Maybe it's miles per hour that I like better in American than the metric.
Okay. That
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say I am used to all of these systems too.
Okay.
And it's the only way my brain works right now, and
Yeah.
I'd have to retrain myself for a different system.
Yeah.
But that is even more messed up.
Yeah. Okay. But you're right though, because I'm used to it. Because like I'll get in the car and like the car has a temperature in there, so I like see the temperature, and if it's in winter, if it's like 35 degrees, I'm like, okay, at least it's not freezing, even though it's still cold. Like I know like it's not freezing temperature, but I'm like, okay, like it's whatever. Like it gives me a reference point. But you're right, probably because I'm familiar with it. I've been using it my whole life, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, like if we're talking about distances and things like that, how many? Okay, you said miles per hour, so a mile. How many feet are in a mile?
Man, I don't know. I feel like I know this, but like I'm on the spot, which is never a problem for me. But whatever. Hold on. How many feet are in a mile?
Mhm.
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank right now.
It's 5,280.
Okay, yeah, I did know that.
Yeah, and how many inches are in a foot?
12.
Yeah, and why is that arbitrary
I don't
number?
know.
This is all
Yeah,
stupid.
yes.
If we were on the metric system, it would all be tens
Okay.
or hundreds
Yeah,
or
okay,
whatever, you
okay,
know?
Yeah. Okay, but wait.
It's so easy to translate
wait,
from
oh,
one
wait,
to the
doesn't it make-
next. You just
doesn't-
move the decimal point.
But doesn't miles per hour make sense to you? Like I don't know, maybe because I'm
It
used.
does because I'm used to it.
Yeah, but like if I'm driving 10 miles per hour, that's slow as hell. What's the equivalent in metric? Because
Well, it would be even slower if it was 10 kilometers an hour because,
it was like 5,
well,
but there's no equivalent to a mile. Like
I do know that 100 kilometers an hour would be 62 miles. Sorry, 62 miles per hour if we're doing per hour.
but like doesn't the idea of like a mile a minute help you driving? Because like if you're doing 60 miles per hour, that means you're doing like a mile every minute because you're driving the same rate. Like
Yeah, but you could be going 60 kilometers an hour.
yeah, but that wouldn't be.
Then it'd be 1 kilometer a minute. I mean, what are you doing?
I'm just saying, like, it feels like miles per hour makes more sense.
It's just
Hold
because you grew up with it.
Yeah. Okay.
I think the other system would be easier, but yes, I would have to relearn everything, just like everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, and I typically agree because I feel like in
You
most
haven't
cases,
agreed to anything I said.
Okay, you're right. But like usually I think like that metric makes more sense like in other areas of measurement.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
All right, wait, now you're agreeing with me?
Wait, okay, but I guess.
I'm glad that worked out in the
All
end.
right, yeah, okay. Okay, so I had kind of a video and an article I want to talk about, but first, so whatever, we play the video and then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, bad friends.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
this.
Dogs know English. Dogs know the language in which you speak to them. You go to Mexico, they speak Spanish.
Oh, really? What's a Mexican dog sound like?
Hey, bark, bark.
You know what, dude? You're right.
Bow wow.
Bow wow.
Hey, man, bow wow.
Yeah.
What do they sound like in China? Help! Help! Help!
That's me.
Oh, cut it out.
Okay, so here's the thing. So if you pull up this article, okay, so I know that this is not China. Okay.
Yeah.
And if I'm thinking accurately, because I think that clip was fairly recent, I don't know. But I don't know if they were trying to reference this article, and I don't know if you heard about this yet. But in South Korea, did you know that they like legally eat dog?
Yeah.
Okay. So right now there's a debate or maybe debate, I don't know if you'll call it debate, but some legislation happening that the government is trying to change it to make it like illegal to eat dog in South Korea. But they have a huge like dog farming for consumption feel or whatever, like
Yeah.
yeah. So if they decide to change that, there will be. I mean, like it says in the article, like the farmers are trying to like push back on this because there's kind of like dog consumption farmers, and they have like millions of dogs, maybe thousands of dogs. I don't know if it's millions, but tons of dogs.
Okay.
That they like farm for consumption. And at one point I read,
Where are
that
you going with this? Do you want to go there and try it?
Well, I just wanted to bring this up to you a little bit.
Is that what you are? You're pro eating dog?
Well, I don't know, maybe. Like, have you ever tried dog?
No.
Why not?
I've never been. Well, that's not true. I was going to say to a country where it's legal, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I think my deal is that I see them as pets.
Okay. And see, this is what's interesting to me. Is
But
because
but you know what I will say?
Mhm.
When I was a kid, we had a rabbit,
Yeah.
and I have eaten wild rabbit before.
Okay. Did you eat the pet rabbit when it was time for it
No.
to go? No. No. But I know that's a little bit different. But like I feel like this would be a huge topic in America. Because in America, Americans love dogs
Yeah,
as pets.
Yeah, and I get that. If I didn't know of them as pets, I probably wouldn't have a problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
But since I know them as pets, I'm like,
Yeah, but what's the line? Only because like it's still an animal. Like we
People-
eat tons.
people
tons-
eat like snails and worms and stuff,
Yeah.
and I don't want to eat that either.
Yeah, but like, is it just because it's been like domesticated as pets in America? Like we don't really have like wild dogs running around. I mean, we do, but like they usually get euthanized. They don't get like ground up for food, you know. But like if we have like wild dogs, like wild pigs, I don't know.
I
Is
think
it-
it's for the same reason why I wouldn't eat like a cat.
Okay.
Like in my head, they would just feel it just feels like a pet.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that I just said the rabbit thing,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I think in my head I'm not thinking of it as food. I'm thinking of it as like a friend.
Because you got people like in America, we have people who have like who have cows, and they keep those cows for food, but they like will name them and they tend to them, and they like, you know, the cows have their land and the people have to like, you know, treat the cows and all that stuff, and then they end up slaughtering those and use them for food.
And I get that. And I think if I ever worked on a farm, I would compartmentalize that. Like if the cow was for milking, I would probably name it and pet it and, you know, show affection towards it.
Yeah.
But if it was for meat, I would probably give it a number and not
Yeah.
look at it twice because I don't want that in my head.
Okay. I don't know. To
Because
me,
you're right. I do eat meat. I eat beef.
yeah.
Well, all kinds of meat, actually.
Right. Yeah. And I don't know. I find it very interesting. Like because I personally I don't know if I would eat dog. Like I only because personally, like I don't know if it sounds good. Maybe because I know dogs as pets, but I don't know if it sounds like it would be like if it sounds like it would be scrumptious.
Do you know Ken Jennings from Jeopardy?
Yeah.
He used to live in, I believe it was South Korea, and he admitted on the Howard Stern show that he has tried dog.
Yeah.
He actually said it wasn't very good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the other thing. I'm never hearing like any of these animals that I would say, you know, Americans are not used to consuming or maybe have an issue with consuming. I've never heard of any of them being marketed as like, oh, this is the most delicious stuff ever.
Yeah.
It's always just like, oh, how cruel they are. So
Right. I don't know. I mean, I've never heard of any, and I don't know, maybe you're not supposed to eat like dog as a main meal like you would like chicken or beef. Or maybe it's supposed to be like served over like a side of rice or like rice and vegetables.
I actually
You
heard
know?
it was soup.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
it's just an interesting topic because like I could just see here in America people going crazy if a dog like realizing dogs were, you know, being bred for consumption, and you know,
I think it's just our culture that we've made them pets,
yeah,
so they're like part of our family.
right,
And if we just raise them for slaughter like we do for pigs and cows and chickens, and then we
yeah, it wouldn't be any different.
probably not.
Yeah,
I mean, even
Okay.
though people do have those as pets, but it's not as normal or mainstream as cats and dogs.
so like if someone had a dog as a pet and then the dog say like breaks his leg and it's in constant agony, like slaughtering it for consumption, is that was seen as
Seriously,
I'm saying like
it's
would
part of your family.
yeah, but it's not like a part. It's not like it's part of you like eating. Like it's not like
Do I need to
cannibalism.
call your wife and
It's
kids
not like
and be like, get out of
no,
the house now?
Listen. I wouldn't personally.
Don't break your
I'm
leg.
not. I'm not saying I would do this. I'm just saying that like is that much of a stretch? Like because I don't know. Like listen, we seem to face a large like hunger issue in this country as well. And if you have a food source like that, like dog, why is that so controversial to like use that to assist with that?
I think we have an issue of some people having money and some people not.
Mm,
I don't think we have a food shortage.
Okay.
I
Well,
think just some people can't afford it.
okay.
So we don't need alternatives.
Because that could be sold as a less like a more affordable option. Is I'm just making stuff up. So
Okay, wait a second. This reminds me of an episode we did once where we are going to talk about ancient punishments,
yeah.
which is what we actually called the episode that
Yeah.
we released. But
Yeah.
what I guess other people don't know is that we re-recorded it because originally it was ancient deaths, and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
were all like, "Hey, they used to cook people alive.
Yeah.
You think we should bring that back?" And I'm like,
Okay, yeah,
what
yeah.
are you doing?"
Okay, maybe it's going down that same path, so I'll stop. But yes, that's just what
And then
happened.
you were like, "There's this one device where it made them sound like they were mooing, and then
Yeah.
people would laugh at them."
yeah. I wasn't saying to bring it back, but okay. Well, anyway, just so you know what's going on with that situation.
Okay, thanks for informing me. Hey, so we've talked before that you are a big believer in the paranormal. I mean, you believe
okay.
you believe in vampires, dogmen,
Okay, wait.
all of that stuff.
What?
Yeah.
No, listen. I
Half
don't-
dog, half
no,
man.
no, I don't believe in that. I
But
don't believe-
vampires.
no, I don't necessarily believe in vampires.
But you told me secretly or personally
What?
off camera that
Listen.
you are a big proponent in aliens visiting this planet.
What? No, what? Where's this coming from? No. Listen, I like the folklore of vampires. Yeah,
You said you could get into them as a belief.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. So here's my question. From your perspective of what is real and what's not,
Yeah.
who do you think created the pyramids?
Oh, aliens for sure.
Okay, because my deal is like, if it wasn't aliens, then who could have done it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's no.
I mean, that's not my deal, but
Okay, but listen.
but I feel like that's your deal.
Well, okay, listen. There's no evidence any longer that there's humans or some type of humanoid person that built those pyramids. And what other structures from humans have lasted that long? Great question. Slim. Great question.
Well, there are structures. There's nothing that prolific. There's nothing of that size that has lasted that long.
Yeah.
But there are older structures that have been found, and some of the things have been covered by sand that I think dates back as early as like 11 or 12,000 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking this up. How old are the pyramids? They've got to be what, 5,000? Yeah, the internet says approximately 5,000 years old.
Okay.
But is that what you really believe? Do you believe the aliens built it?
Okay. No, but I think this is my conspiracy theory.
Okay.
Is that the Earth is so old?
Yes.
That something else built those pyramids that are not human. And
Are you being serious right
yeah,
now?
and I think that they're probably like you've seen Stargate.
Yeah.
Weren't the pyramids in that? And there were like
They were
some
built
type
by
of,
aliens, by the Goa'uld.
Yeah, so I think something similar to that. I think that there was probably something else that visited this planet, built those pyramids as some type of other like warp gate type of deal.
Hey, you took this to a whole nother level. I thought you were just going to say something about the architecture. How would you move stones that large? Or
Well, all of that.
or how are the seams perfectly lining
Yeah,
up?
all of that.
Okay. Because my thought process is, if you think about it, if you think about like even places like Chernobyl, right? So no one actually lives at Chernobyl anymore.
Yeah.
Ever since the accident, but you can go visit there because the radiation is actually low enough in a lot of the area that you can, take a tour or go see the structures. And it's kind of remarkable about how quickly Mother Nature has reclaimed a lot of things and how fast structures or buildings or whatever seem to break down when we're not constantly caring for them.
Right.
And so I don't know. I often see a lot of these conspiracy theory videos online where they talk about, well, there's no proven technique on how to build those things or pyramids is what I mean. And we've never found any tools, and we've never found this, and we've never found that. And it's like, well, I mean, those tools are for the workers. So a lot of the things that we have found that are made of metal or some type of intricate tool, or I should say intricate thing, are things that were owned by the rich or the ruling class, and they were protected and put in their tombs and things like that. Common everyday tools for regular people were probably stored in their houses, which where are they? There are a lot of structures around the pyramids where it looks like people did live, but if you were to, let's say you were to take a chisel and a hammer, a modern day chisel, a modern day hammer, and you went out and you found a big rock and you carved that rock into a perfect square like block. And then you left the hammer and the chisel and the block there, and then 5,000 years went by.
Mhm.
The only thing that's still going to be there is that block.
Okay. Yeah.
The hammer and the chisel are just going to rust away into nothing
Mm-hmm.
and just disintegrate.
Yeah.
And even though there could be erosion and things against that rock, a lot of it's probably still going to be there. And people are going to be able to go, well, look, this thing looks like it was, altered by human beings.
Mhm.
So I'm just saying, the fact that we don't know exactly how they did it, I don't think means anything. It just means that we don't know.
Yeah, but why would you dismiss that it's some other life form?
Well, because that feels like guessing. There's no proof.
Yeah, but there's no
If-
proof that humans did it.
If, well, there's no evidence how they did it. There's definitely human presence all around that area.
Like,
And all of the writing and statues and carvings are of human beings.
yeah, but how do you not know that I'm saying, that like who carved those images were not like looking at the humans?
Okay,
Like,
if we found a pyramid with a spaceship parked on top of it, I go, okay, there's more proof to say what yours say is right.
listen, that's such a cop out. That's such a cop out. Because
Now it just reminds me of all those car crash videos where like somebody will go by and go, hey bro, you can't park there.
yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know. I was watching a video the other day and somebody was saying aliens must have done it. And it reminded me of the Ancient Aliens guy on History Channel or whatever that was. And then I was thinking about all the dogmen and stuff that you believe in.
What? I don't believe in dogmen, man. Come on, stop saying that. Give me a bad rep. If I I'm sure-
soldiers of the future.
listen, I'm sure I
half
sound
dog,
crazy
half
enough
man.
saying that like pyramids could be like possibly built by aliens, but I don't
Can
believe in
catch a frisbee,
dogmen. I
can
don't
catch
believe
a
in dog-
frisbee in his mouth, and also assassinate.
Listen, I think that's your thing. Dogman is definitely your thing. All right, so I had another video that I wanted to talk about, kind of on the same lines, but go ahead and play that.
Of the dogmen and the pyramids and stuff. Okay.
You ever seen that video going around recently of those potential
back-
mermaids on the side of that ship in the middle of the ocean?
No.
What?
What are you talking
Are
about?
you serious? There's these things that are like racing on the side of the boat that are going the same speed as the boat, and there's like a tail or something trailing behind them, and this keeps up for hours, and then you start to hear whistling.
Let me
you
see
hear
this nonsense.
tunes. It's that you
I
hear
need to see
you
this
hear what sounds
nonsense.
like one of them say "jump for me."
Oh God.
I got another one over here. What are those?
Have you seen that?
No.
What the fuck's going on? On each side of the boat? What are those trails called? What's something swimming fast underneath that water? Something swimming real fast underneath that water. I hear him. Where's he at? What the fuck is that noise, bro?
Okay.
What is that noise?
First of all these noises can be added in post.
Where are you? This is crazy. I heard it. I heard it. I hear it. Oh my god. That's crazy. That's nuts.
Okay. Here's the thing. I didn't actually hear "jump for me."
Oh, you didn't?
I saw it on the screen,
Yeah.
and it did sound like "jump for me." But have you seen those
Yes. Yeah.
things where you read it and it
Yeah.
sounds like something
Yeah.
different?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that's going on. And number two, well, I already said you could add all those sound effects in post.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the third thing would be, yeah, I saw something swimming on the side of the boat. Well, I saw the water being disturbed on each side of the boat.
Yeah.
But here's my question. What is that boat used for? Is the boat dragging something?
Yeah.
Is that normal operations?
Yeah.
maybe they've got some type of nets or something else. I don't know. I've never worked on a boat.
Yeah, but the person on the boat seemed a little freaked out.
Yeah, and he could be in on it, so he makes a killer video that goes viral online. 90% of the crap we watch on here is just made up garbage that people are doing for entertainment.
I don't know. He seemed legit, like definitely kind of scared at what was happening there. You don't think he seemed terrified?
I think that he made a good video.
So you don't think that there's any type of mermaids, or I guess sirens would be the evil version, because that would be like luring them to like jump
Are you
off
being
the
serious
boat.
right now?
I'm asking you to ask a question.
This is like one of those moments where you're like taking things like,
Listen.
I can't tell, are you joking or not? No, there's no such thing as a mermaid.
Okay, no evil mermaids.
Or you know what? I'm going to say it the scientific way. There is no evidence that mermaids exist.
Okay, listen, once again, the Earth is so many years old, millions of years old.
Yeah, and the oceans aren't
Yes,
very
Yes,
like explored.
yeah, not explored at all, like 2%.
Yeah. Or
So-
didn't we find out it was 5% or
Maybe
something?
it's 5%, yeah,
But whatever. Yeah, not a lot.
yeah. So there could be creatures in there that we have no idea
Oh,
about.
I
no idea.
100% are guaranteed that there are creatures in there that we don't know about.
But they know about us.
Do
because,
they?
Because humans have tried to be all over populate the whole Earth. We have people in the oceans all the time.
Why would they know about us?
I mean, I'm saying that they know of they know that there's humans.
What? Why would they know that there's humans? Are
Because-
you saying like giant squid that live on the bottom of the ocean? They know that there's humans
Yeah, I'm sure they're
Wait, why?
probably eating some.
because it was in their local newspaper.
Yeah, and they see like all the shipwrecks at the bottom of the ocean. They're like, yeah, these humans are dumb.
Yeah, I'm not agreeing
Keep
with this
crashing.
either. This is why would they know about us?
Yeah.
And maybe there are 100% there are things that we don't know about.
Yeah,
But a lot of times we learn stuff through like bodies and things like that that are washed up on shore after, for the longest time we hadn't seen a live giant squid. We just knew of them because we found
Right.
their dead bodies, but we've never found a mermaid's dead body.
yeah, but that's different because they're probably not going to wash up on shore. They're going to be crashed in.
They're going to transform back into
They're
human
going to be
beings.
at the bottom of the ocean, like down.
Well,
where,
why wouldn't
down-
the giant squid be at the bottom of the ocean?
I don't know, because it gets washed on shore. And the mermaids probably get taken to Atlantis.
and I just want to make sure.
Oh shit!
Okay. When you say mermaids, are you like classical mermaid fashion, like woman top, fish
No,
bottom?
no,
or you're thinking fish top, woman bottom?
What? How would that even work? I don't know. That's actually no. I don't. I'm being serious, but no, I don't necessarily believe that video, because I think the one thing that like cuts it for me is like, even though they say like the jump for me thing,
Well, did they say that?
I don't know, but why is it always in English? Why?
Yeah, that's a
they
little
don't
weird.
speak English. Come on now.
Yeah, what language do they speak?
Yeah.
They
I don't
have their own.
Yeah. So no, I don't believe that. I mean, I think that there could be a possibility that there once were like
What?
mermaids because of like evolution. No, okay. Let me stop. I'll be serious.
Okay, because now all I'm thinking of is what's that song? Under the Sea. Okay, you know what? We've been doing a lot of would you rather's, and I got a list of them sitting here.
Okay.
And just all of your mermaid talk made me think of this.
Okay.
Would you rather have horns or a tail?
Horns. I don't want no tail.
Why?
Because where's the tail going to be? Like coming off my back? How long is this tail?
Wait, do you not know where tails normally?
Yeah, but no horns. Let me just stop it that way. I'd rather have horns.
Okay.
Are you want a tail?
No, I'd have to think about it. But what type of horns and why would you want horns?
Okay, probably horns like a ram.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
get like defensive or
Yeah,
offensive.
yeah.
Okay, but what happens if they had to be like Texas Longhorn, where they're like 8 feet wide, you can't go through any door.
Yeah, yeah.
Then tail.
Nah, still stick with the horns. I'll just have to limit where I go. I could only be.
How would you even drive your car?
Yeah, I couldn't.
It would like your horn would hang out the
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, I would have to figure out a way to like use my horns to make money, so I want to leave my house, and then it would just have to like somehow my home would have to be accommodating from, you know.
Wait, what?
Because listen, I was gonna say that my horns will have to, like, my home is gonna have to accommodate my giant horns. But
Okay.
like, as crazy as that sounds, like the doorways and everything will just have to be modified. It's just gonna be a giant mess. But still, horns over a tail any day.
Okay, wait. We beat this one to death. Let's move on to the next one. Would you rather end all war or all poverty?
All poverty.
So you're okay with people killing each other?
Well-
That's your stance?
Well,
You're pro death?
how often are these wars?
I mean, there's wars all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, poverty, because maybe poverty in turn would end all the wars.
Fascinating. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, how would I end all wars? Would I just snap my fingers and wars would be gone? Or is it through giving a solution like, I don't know, what do people normally argue about?
Yeah.
Religion and land?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'd probably have to go with poverty too.
Yeah.
Because if we all just wanted less and needed less,
Mm-hmm.
maybe we wouldn't fight with each other all the time. Yeah, I think you're right on that one. Okay. I'm not giving you crap on that one. Okay, but how about this one?
Mhm.
This is a real nerd question that nerds will ask each other. And since I'm a nerd, I've been asked this question. Would you, if time travel was possible, would you rather go forward in time or back in time? And I'm going to add a caveat here. If you wanted to, you could be completely undetectable. So if you wanted to go back and, let's say, observe the pyramids being created,
Yeah.
you wouldn't alter the timeline or anything. You could just observe and learn.
Okay. Yeah, very interesting question. I would probably have to say go back in time. I know that like going forward is very, because you want to see, but if I can go back in time to be undetected, and then maybe with this question, maybe I can do it anytime that I want to. So, yeah,
See, I think I'd want to go forward
yeah,
because I want to know what new thing we've done.
yeah, yeah. But like we don't have all the facts on the past, because I mean we mentioned before, like there was no, devices like cameras or anything, or really anything reliable like
It was
to
just
record
word of
the
mouth
past. Yeah.
and told by the person who survived.
Yes, right, exactly. So who knows, man? Maybe those pyramids were built by aliens, but there's no one that was able to record it to say, look at these crazy looking.
I can't believe we're still on this.
Okay. But yes.
By the way, did you know that there's a new Stargate coming out?
Oh, really?
Well, how do I say this? It was part of one company that got bought out by another company, and then I think it got bought by Amazon, and Amazon hasn't said no to it.
Okay.
Is the last thing I heard online.
Yeah.
So does that mean it's still alive? I mean, they've definitely worked on it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Interesting.
maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, in fact, I just looked it up right here. It looks like it was an MGM product, or an MGM property, I should say, and then MGM was acquired by Amazon, and they're saying the new version will be world building.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that could be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, the last ones we already saw like gate builder stuff. That
Yeah.
was probably my most the one I like the most. Either Atlantis or what was it called? Stargate Universe,
I think so.
where they were following the gate building
Yeah.
ship or whatever. That was kind of cool.
Okay. So, we're kind of around the time of like we just passed Black Friday.
Right.
Have you ever done any Black Friday shopping?
A long time ago. For the most part, I don't want to go out because I don't. Remember when we used to see on the news all the time all the fights and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
People arguing over the dumbest crap,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
just like, I don't want to have anything to do with that.
Yeah.
And I think Amazon is kind of, allow me not to have to deal with that. I just go online, I order what I want. If I order anything at all, but I definitely don't go to a store.
Oh, okay. You know, we did talk a little bit about like brick and mortar stores versus a lot of like online shopping stuff, and so this could probably play a part in that too. But oh, actually, I don't have that video. But I saw a video earlier where there were some people at Target, and they were looking at the price of like a TV.
Yeah.
And they pulled back the sale sign, and like the old price was behind it, but it was the same price as what they were advertising the sale price as. And I feel like that's not the first time that this come up. I think that people have kind of been thinking more about like Black Friday deals, and wondering if they're really savings. You know, so now that kind of like perpetuates this idea that like, you know, companies aren't really giving you a deal. They're just like advertising stuff, saying that it's this great deal when it's just a normal price that people maybe haven't noticed before.
Okay. Now I'm going to throw out my theory on what's actually going on.
Yeah.
And a long time ago, I worked in retail. You've worked in retail, so maybe you can tell me if you believe in this. But I actually think that during like a big sales event, like a Black Friday sale, that there's only maybe one or two things in limited quantity that is an actual good deal.
Yeah.
I think the rest of it is just normal sales prices or even normal prices. And they use those one or two things like bait to get the people to come out. And then the rest of it will say it's on sale, but in reality, it's not.
Okay.
Because I used to work for a store, actually a couple of them, but one of them, we would see kind of end of summer, there would be a sale, and then right after that, maybe end of September, early October, prices would actually move up a little bit. And then after Thanksgiving, before Christmas, during that whole Thanksgiving to Christmas time, we would put things on sale, but the price that we were transferring them to or changing them to was the price that we had during summer.
Oh, okay, I see.
But now it says sale on it. I mean, like actually on the price sticker.
Yeah.
Or the price tag or whatever. But if you looked at it in the summer, it was the same price. Now, if you looked at it in October, yes, it was more.
Right. Yeah. Which I mean, that sounds wrong, but if that's what you're going to do, I mean, that's the time to do it, is to like lower the price or raise the price, you know, because no one's going to remember a price, you know, in July, unless they've been scoping out an item for a while.
Yeah, I think the way it works is like, if you're going to buy something in October, it's probably because you need it right then.
Right.
Otherwise, a lot of people are going to go, wow, well, you know, if I can wait a little bit, maybe it's for Christmas anyways, or something like that.
Right.
Then why not wait until after Thanksgiving to see what goes on sale?
Yeah. Now,
And they still have plenty of time to order in case the store sells out, you know?
right, yeah. I don't know. I don't think I've experienced that part of it. You know, I'm sure that definitely goes on. I just wasn't aware of that.
Well, any of the stores you ever worked in, have you ever put a sales price, like a
Label,
price
yeah.
tag or
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
Have you ever put a sales price tag over top of a normal price tag and they were the same price? Just one had the word sale above it?
So let me see. So it's short answer is yes, but there was
Isn't that the same thing then?
well, but the thing is like, in those cases we would like, like I wouldn't necessarily put the tag over it. Like I've seen those things happen when I worked in retail, and we would be like, "What? This isn't on sale," and we would like remove the old label, because we're like, whatever, maybe I don't know. It's just a new price, whatever. I don't know.
No.
But-
See, the place I worked was they would come by with it was like sheets and they were perforated and I just had to
Yeah.
snap them apart.
Okay.
And then, you know, because they came off of our printer.
Yeah.
And then they would say, you need to put all of these out. And if the price was the same, they're like, no,
Yeah.
put them out.
Yeah.
Because the new ones might say sale on the top.
Right. Yeah. But I don't know because those things were probably like for the entire company. I mean, I know that they may have had like something on there for your specific store, maybe your store number listed on there, whatever. But that could once again still be for the whole company. So maybe like in some areas the price is higher, and then maybe in your store, or maybe your store missed the price hike.
Huh.
So the old label is the same price because it should have been higher.
Okay, that is a possibility.
Yeah.
Although I remember one time I asked my manager, I go, they're the same price. And then he goes, basically telling me you need to put them out. And then I said, but it's not on sale. He goes, we're selling it, aren't we? This is your job.
Yeah.
Stop arguing with me. I've
Yeah.
got stuff to do. I was like, okay.
Yeah. I think the whole like Black Friday thing has always been fascinating because it feels like it seems like it's a time for stores to kind of like move some inventory that's just kind of been stagnant. So maybe that's the idea is, to try to just get stuff out, of these stores as quickly as possible and, changing these prices and making a big deal out of it just to get slow inventory out.
It could be, and it also could just be, the thought of, I know I'm going to get a deal today, and so people are out. It's like when you go to the casino, you've already got your mindset of, I'm spending money.
Right.
And so the stores just take advantage of that, and they use that to make money.
Yeah. But see, now it's not as big of a deal. Like I remember years ago where the people used to be waiting outside for like doorbuster deals, but now
I never did that because you always saw that on the news.
Yeah. You have people camping outside the night before, and everything like that. Like not just, the early morning, but some people, especially maybe at like Circuit City or places like that where they sell, electronic like TVs or computers, people would be like, the store only has 4 of these. So I got to make sure I be first in line.
Sure. I remember the store that I used to work in, people would be waiting outside and we would be standing inside, and I'm thinking, well, there was a piece of me that was thinking, I don't want to be here today.
Yeah.
This is not going to be fun.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the doors open and everyone comes rushing in,
Right.
and it's like,
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure there's people who miss those times because now the deals are like, a week long or a month long. There's no type of doorbuster things like that. Like, we've kind of, for the most part, we got rid of that. Maybe they only have like a few stock, of like TVs that are a great deal. Maybe there's only like 10 of them, but they're on sale all week or at least, longer periods than just that morning.
yeah, I actually find it kind of confusing. There was a bunch of things that I wanted to buy, like some T-shirts, and I had to get some hardware for my garage and just some things. And it was coming up on this time anyways, and I thought, a couple weeks ago, I was just like, well, I'll just wait a week or whatever. And then when all of these sales happen, I'll just order it during then. But it's like, do you order during Black Friday? Do you order during Cyber Monday? Where do you order?
Yeah.
And I ended up ordering a bunch of T-shirts from this company on Black Friday because they were having a Black Friday sale. And then they had a Cyber Monday sale that actually was slightly better. And I was like,
Yeah.
do I call and complain or it came out to be like $15. I was just like, screw this.
And that there's people like that too that are like, I bought this on November 12th, but now your Black Friday deal is better. Can I get a price adjustment? Like, get out of here with that mess.
So, a lot of places will do that though. You don't think so?
Yeah, probably, but I don't know.
It is a little annoying.
Yeah.
I almost feel like, well, I gambled and I lost. I'm not going to make a stink over $15 or something. Yeah.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. And once again, thanks for watching.